Hey guys, today we're going to work on finding percents of numbers. So this is actually a pretty easy skill. The first step that I have to do is turn 10% into a decimal. So I know there's an invisible decimal at the back. I'm going to scoop it 2 times to the left. Scoop, scoop, drop it off. 10% is a decimal is 0.110. Now all I'm going to do is take 0.10 and multiply it by 65. So, take 65 times 10, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ignore that decimal until the end. 0 times 5 is 0. 0 times 6 is 0. 0 placeholder. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 6 is 6. So I have 650. Last step is to place my decimal. So I see that I have 2 numbers behind decimals here. So I'm going to take my decimal that's at the back. I'm going to scoop it 2 times in. 1, 2, drop it off. So 10% of 65 is 6.5. Let's do another one. All right, this time I got 23% of 65. Well, first up, turn 23% into a decimal. Invisible decimal at the back, scoop, scoop, drop it off. 23% is the same as 0.23. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take 23 and I'm going to multiply it by 65. 65 times 0.23, and again I'm going to ignore that decimal till the end. 5 times 3 is 15, carry my 1. 6 times 3 is 18, plus 1 is 19. 0 placeholder, scratch out my 1. 2 times 5 is 10. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 1 is 13. Now I'm just going to add my numbers. 5 plus 0 is 5. 9 plus 0 is 9. 1 plus 3 is 4. Bring down my 1. There are 2 numbers back here behind decimal, so I need to scoop my decimal in 2 times. Scoop, scoop. So 23% of 65 is 14.95. So you guys see that as we approach the larger percentages, the number is getting bigger. Let's do one more, then you'll practice. All right, guys. First up here is to turn 69% into a decimal. So I have an invisible decimal back here. Scoop, scoop. This is the same as 0.69. I'm going to multiply that by 65, ignoring my decimal until the end. 9 times 5 is 45. And then 9 times 6 is 54, plus 4 is 58. Scratch out my 4. 0 placeholder. 6 times 5 is 30. And then 6 times 6 is 36, plus 3 is 39. Now add my numbers. 5 plus 0 is 5. 8 plus 0 is 8. 9 plus 5 is 14, carry my 1, and then 3 plus 1 is 44. Last up, I have 2 numbers behind my decimal, so I have a decimal at the back. I'm going to scoop it in twice. 1, 2, drop it off. 69% of 65 is 44.85. And again, you guys notice that the closer we get to 100%, the numbers are getting larger. So obviously 100% of 65 would be 65. But 69% of 65 is only 44.85. All right, guys, enough of me. Time for you to practice.